Hello there, YouTube. It is your boy B3, back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over a pretty cool figure that admittedly deserves an update. It is the Marvel Legends Red She-Hulk. I think it might actually be the Marvel Legends Infinite Red She-Hulk, but it's all Marvel Legends, right? She's part of the Hitmonkey Build-A-Figure wave. I got her used, loose, because I did not care about the Hitmonkey part. I think she also came with one of those Heroscape looking stands. Mine didn't, but I did get her with the sword. We'll do accessories first, I guess. Damn it. I was very excited about this sword. Really cool metallic red. Oh, it's so cool. You don't see a lot of Hulks with swords other than like Scar, but who cares? So that was really cool. Oh man, I can't wait to display her with her dope sword that doesn't fit in her hand. Nope, that's not gonna work display-wise. Nope. So, I guess I won't be displaying her with the accessory I was super excited about. Thanks, Hasbro. I mean, I guess it's possible that whoever had her first had something else in her hand and stretched it out, but I don't know. I kind of doubt that. That seems like I'm reaching for straws. But, once again, she is several years old. Back when they were doing really small Build-A-Figures because they were cheap AF. And for the time, this was a good sculpt and a good head sculpt. Really neutral look on her face. I think, because she always kind of had this rebellious smirk about her. I think it would have been nice to actually sculpt that into her face. But I think the hair is really good. And, you know, they got the red streaks and the yellow eyes and everything right. And it can move more than it looks like it would. You know? I think I would almost prefer her in a different outfit as well. Like in her first appearance when she's wearing like Domino's clothes and they're all ripped and torn. That would be my ideal outfit to have a She-Hulk figure in. But this is still cool. You know, she did wear several outfits. I like the gloves. You see they did paint the buckles on them. So she does look good, but she could use like a wash or something because her limbs look kind of bland. And these are just clearly normal flat feet that have been painted on. They're not a boot or anything that's sculpted. So, once again, this is a very dated figure. But this is still like the newest She-Hulk from this line, though. So you don't really have terribly much of a choice with her. But I do like that they went for a metallic purple on her bodysuit. I think that's a nice touch. Really helps her pop a little more, you know? So it's not like they didn't care. It does feel like they cared about her, but she could be better. Now, I did already kind of show the head movement. It is pretty decent for the size hair. That's pretty cool. She has a lot of movement in the torso there. Nothing on the waist, but you can kind of get it in that, so I guess that's all right. You have in and out on the arms, forward and back in a full rotation, bicep bend, or no, I meant to say bicep swivel, elbow bend in multiple directions. And an elbow swivel, which kind of cancels out the bicep swivel almost, but not entirely. You have rotation on the hands, forward and back, in and out on the legs. I can forgive the hard plastic bussy that doesn't let you put the leg back, because everyone was kind of still doing that when she came out. The rubber bussy covers weren't really a thing yet, so I can forgive it. Once again, she is a product of her time, figure-wise. But you do have that in and out. And I actually kind of like how they do the forward and back on her. You see that turns, kicks forward, and then you use the thigh swivel to make her kick forward. That functions very well. It functions quite well. They do it a little better now sometimes, but that works. Double knee bend, up and down on the feeties. Feety swivel. The ankle pivot there. That's what I meant. And then peg holes of jorts. Of jorts, she's got peg holes. But you don't have jorts, oddly enough. Anywho, what, where, why, and how. Let's do some size comparisons with this lovely lady. First up, you gotta compare her to a Hulk. Now, I had trouble deciding. I was like, I'm about to give you big spoilers, by the way, if you don't know who Red She-Hulk is. But it's been years. Do I compare her with a Bruce Banner Hulk, her husband, or the Red Hulk, her dad? But then I thought, why not both? In the form of Compound Hulk, who is a combination of her dad and father by the Impossible Man. And the Impossible Man put them in this form specifically to fight the Hulk villain, Zimnu. Yep. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, so they are much bigger. He's a deluxe figure. He's a Build-A-Figure. But I mean, they're Hulks. And maybe if they made a new version of her, she could be a little bigger. There have been several, actually, She-Hulk figures released recently, but they've all been Jennifer Walters. I would really like a new Red She-Hulk, guys. Hasbro, are you hearing me? You can just make X-Men and Spider-Man over and over all you want, Hasbro. But you gotta give us Hulks eventually. And I know you love making She-Hulk and Bruce Banner, but folks, give us the Reds. Give us the big mustachioed Red Hulk, you know? Give us Red Harpy. I heard that there were plans for a Red Harpy. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but that would probably be a Build-A-Figure because she would be insanely big. And wow. But I'd buy her. Wouldn't build her, but I'd buy her. So yeah, that's her with some Hulks. Now I'm going to show her with some spiders, because spiders are my favorite Marvel thing to collect. Now, here she is with a slightly older Marvel legend. Still a little after her time, but a bit closer to it, with this post-Secret Wars Spider-Man 2099. And also the Japanese Spider-Man, who's a bit newer. You can also call him Spider-Man, Toku Spider-Man, Toei Spider-Man, whatever you want to call him. So those are like some normal-sized dudes. You can see that she is still taller than them, but once again, I do feel like she could be a little bigger. Now let's compare her with another gal. Here's a gal we reviewed pretty recently. Cyborg Spider-Woman, the deluxe Marvel Legend from Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. God, I hope it's across and not into. I kind of get them swapped a lot. But yeah, they look pretty good together. It's so weird having all these characters bigger than her. But I mean, I think she works really better with the normal size characters than the other big characters. She just needs an upgrade. Once again, it's not this figure's fault, because these figures I'm showing you are newer than her. I don't have a lot of these older Marvel Legends anymore. And the ones I do have are kind of stored away, because it's mostly my spiders, my newer spiders that I still have out. Those and symbiotes. But, yeah. She's fine with both the big and small figures, but it seems like she just could be a little bigger, you know? It's not like I know her exact measurements. I'm not going to go to the wiki and then, like, do all the conversions to see exactly what height she should be in figure form. I don't care that much, you know? But she is a good figure. She's dated. And these are my final thoughts, by the way, on the Marvel Legends Infinite Red She-Hulk from the Hitmonkey Build-A-Figure wave. She is a little dated. But she holds up a bit better than you would expect. Yeah, she could use more articulation and paint and be a little bigger. And she could hold her fucking sword. That would be really nice if she could actually hold her one accessory. But once again, it could be someone who stretched out the hand before I had it, but it's very circular, and this is very flat. It does not look like it ever fit in that hand. It just doesn't. So I'm not feeling great about that. But if you need a Red She-Hulk for your collection, if you're a Hulk collector, you have to, then this is probably the best bet until, I guess, somebody releases a new one. I guess since she became Red Harpy, there hasn't been probably as much demand for a Red She-Hulk. So maybe that's why we haven't gotten one, even though we've gotten a bunch of Jennifer Walters. I mean, her show was poorly received. And then the show is why we got a bunch more Walters. That, and because she still had her own ongoing in the comics. But let's give Red She-Hulk some love, Hasbro. I mean, you could just reuse parts from all these other She-Hulks you've been cranking out, including your newer classic one. You could make her relatively cheaply, Hasbro. You just gotta do it. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.